let us continue playing Motorsport Manager, where it's looking quite good for the Dragon Race Team China, as we have recorded our first win in Formula 1, which is looking extremely good for us at this stage. Balcazar has 94 championship points, is sitting 6th in the championship, ahead of Wexler, who is in a far superior car. The top 3 teams are beyond us, we know this, but we have also built up a huge gap to 5th, which is all but insurmountable, I'd have to say, given that the top 3 teams are likely to score most of the top 6 positions. And even if we score incidental points, we should manage to get over the line. So now we are in next season planning, and for that, we need to get our best parts available from here as soon as we can, preferably before the end of the season. So, yeah, we'll accept an interview. We had our first race win. Okay, nothing about Balcazar's first win, nothing about... whatever. So, Balcazar, winner. And also she, not he, but, you know. We'll ignore that. So, mechanics have finished repairing both cars. So now we're kind of on static improvement here. Obviously the rear wings will be quite useful, but we are working on additional ones. So maybe I instead go with more of a focus towards getting these good. At least for the time being. 26.4. I guess I should probably put the rear wing, one of the rear wings on this, just because they are improvements, I guess. And maybe go down to 20. Hopefully they'll be reasonable enough, and obviously we do have additional rear wings which are now built now. So maybe actually that was kind of pointless. Still. We're now going to design our epic rear wing, and we might even build another one after this. So, 15 for each average component. All of these increase the build time. That's the only downside I see with them. But kill the red zone. And plus 55. Plus that. Oh, it's 14 days I've noticed. That's a long time. Oh, I still have front wing and suspension to go after this, but rear wing is the part we can actually properly build, and if we go to a 5th iteration, we can then go for double epic parts that we can actually choose. Maybe go for a long secondary rear wing. How many days have we got left in the championship, actually? 72 days. So if it's going to take us 16 days twice to build this, I don't know. Maybe it's worth killing 2 days off here. Okay, well, let's go with that. We'll then go for the biggest boost that is available. We will then go for the reliability. Red zone is interesting. That gives us one we could use, but it wouldn't actually be built in time unless I did that. Which I guess isn't terrible, it just feels like a waste. And we still have a high red zone. If I did that, though, I would be able to continue building from there, but I would then actually want to take, say, the double plus 10, so we could use it sooner. Gives us an 1181. It is a big improvement. And then means we'll probably focus on getting a double for next... Yeah, okay, that's fine. That being said, this is going to drain the last of our money, so I think we've hit that point where we might have to ask the chairman for money. Leaked information. Yasmin! I really do not want to have to fire you here. But we can take some money, so we're going to find this. There we go. So we gained $500,000 back. Then unfortunately now means Dualisev's going to lose some happiness, but what can we do? Should we try to steal secrets? Amy McLeod. Actually, we fought McLeod earlier, but that's not a very nice thing to say. We'll need a rival with Stramby. 0 marketability. Yeah, I don't think we can take anybody with 0 marketability. Not right now, anyway. And we continue. Actually, one thing I should probably have done, actually, is get this rear wing done and upgraded as much as possible. So 1 hour after the race currently. Let's go and just focus on this a little bit now. Go 27.3 perhaps. And maybe cull anything we're fairly sure we're going to be replacing. Yep, we are 4th, currently better than our target, which is all good. Okay, so rear wing is now done. And that takes us to 1181, and we can probably use it as well, which is the other bonus. However, now we definitely need to go all out on this. It's got a low red zone, so we could probably risk it in the next race. Singapore doesn't abuse the rear wing too much, so we could even possibly get away with it. And yeah, now let's go and design a final rear wing, I think. So this is the one that's going to be our main one for this. So this one we will use all of the broken stuff, so that is definitely what we take there, the plus 50. Take that, which puts it up to basically maximum, and then we add the... We could go 10-10 and just take this, but I think we'll take the 25, just give us the option of improving this later. This will be done 15 days after the race, which actually means I think it won't even be done by the next race. Oh no, it will be done by Sydney. Well, of course, this is one we're not going to be using. And there's 1.1. We're losing money per race still, but I think at this stage now we have to deal with it. Okay. Continue. Let's get those parts as maxed out as possible. So the rear wing did get up to 70. Not quite as high as I would probably have wanted it, but still not bad in the grand scheme of things. So, let's go fit these parts on. So gearbox is up to there. We want Balcazar to have this, and we want... Yeah, I'm trying to work out whether it would be worth it, but honestly, in all fairness, it doesn't seem worth it for you. So there we go. Somebody mentioned I should probably demote Dualisev to equal status. I'm not sure he would necessarily take that. Still, he's got the maximum happiness, so we'll keep him as he is for the moment. And now we will travel to Singapore. So target, of course, top 7, because if we can hit that, we go into plus. Very high fuel burn, high tyre wear here. Let's, again, try to use the super softs to our advantage. It looks as if the race is going to be fairly clear here. Yeah, so 951 seems perfectly fine. We've got all the parts fitted that we would want. Let's go racing. So 4 events left. Plenty of time to finish up. We might have to risk going in the red just to get the front wing improvements to a suitable level. And I think it is worth it. Just getting that front wing improved slightly. It's our weakest part now. Even if we just get minor upgrades, minor freebies, it just seems so worth it for us. And in 2 races' time, we will have more sponsors upgrades, so we might be able to get some more cash that way. In the meantime, we're going to go for this, and let's have a look at what I got for Singapore. Do I even have... Yes, I do. 17.2. 17.2, 27.7. 21 to 44, and I've scrubbed out another 44 here, so I imagine that's an improvement I've made at some point. Supersoft, and you as well. So 15... So 17.2. I'm going to make sure I set Balcazar out right now, actually, if that's the case. 17.2, 27.7, 31 to 44, and 44. Yep, that's almost good. Okay, let's go and take the practice session. So, Altitude Dualisev, we want race trim, seems good to me. And Balcazar, let's go for race trim as well, actually. Let's go all out on this race idea here, because I think that's much more likely than qualifying for us, really. And if we can get the level 3 super softs anyway, that will be beneficial to us. So off they go on their racing out laps. 6 laps here, and then we'll see where we are in terms of setup. I'm hoping we have something reasonable at the start. But if not, we can always go cycle in and out in order to sort that out in the second half. Meantime, I'm just interested in getting those stats improved as much as possible. Handling feels awesome. So okay, so we're not too far off, even if we got some, even if we're a few percentage points away. It's good enough that we can do that at the end. So the big question is, where are we on pace? About 1.4 seconds down, which is worrying. We have had some good races in Singapore, actually, because this was always the first of the Asia Pacific Cup, and this is where everyone was blowing up. So we got some good history and results around here in the past. The medium runners are all going quite slowly. Balcazar is seemingly second of the super soft runners, though. Was until Wexler and Becker decided no, but overall it all seems quite good. So halfway through the stint, we have just about got halfway up the tracker, so we can get to free and free. And also, this is giving us a good indicator of where 6 laps puts us. So obviously it's overheating slightly. This is a high tyre wear circuit, high fuel circuit. Let's try and bring Dulatep in a lap early here and just swap around and make sure we optimize things here. Okay, that's not as great as I thought it might have been. So great, good, good. And 91. Okay, let's go for some gambling things here. Let's up that by 2 clicks. Let's up that by a click. And let's adjust the downforce to be slightly higher. Race trim. Same set of super softs. Now we'll put it right on the new set. So Balcazar will be in as well this lap. We hope to manage some improvement there, but I think we might bring Dulatep in after a lap now that we got level 2 established. Meanwhile, round comes Balcazar. Into the pits, and that's not great either. So the question is, do I do the same thing, or do I... It's 93, so it's better. I think also we might want to... I don't know. If we raise the downforce to that, and just see if that's good enough. And then I'll probably bring them both in at the 2-minute mark, so maybe I'll bring Dulatep in after this lap. Let me see if he tells me anything, actually. Okay, speed balance is worse. Okay, we'll bring you in then. No sense in keeping you out if you're complaining it's worse. Okay, so we've got the downforce spot on. Speed balance is worse, though. And really, that didn't improve that too much. I mean, there wasn't a huge jump, it has to be said, but that means we definitely need to be much more towards acceleration. So I'm going to go 4 clicks down, and I'm going to reset that to... What was it originally? So they're both good. Do you want to gamble there? I think I might gamble with that. It's tempting, actually, to put you on a soft strategy, but I don't think we'll have the tyres to make it work. So Balcazar needs to come in as well, because we need to establish... We need to establish this, really. Okay, so we got our level 3s. So we got the optimal race strat set up at the moment. So that's a plus 30%. Great, great, great. Okay. We can live with triple great. It's only made it slightly better, though, hasn't it? So I think we got it slightly too high. Or maybe not enough. It was up by 1. We'll try that. This is again trying things, and we might have to burn a qualifying session just to be on the safe side here, but let's bring in Duelist if we can. Okay, so this is important info though. 89. So they're both good. So we need to really up the oversteer, is what that's telling me. Oh, it's not going to leave you very long to get out, but hopefully you'll get beyond the line and you'll be able to do stuff. At least we'll have a setup. The hope now is that that setup puts Duelitev onto the optimal, and we'll hope that Balcazar has a reasonable setup as well. We actually practiced 6th and 11th, which isn't bad, although a lot of the times I imagine weren't. Yeah, see, that's not quite there. Erg. Alright, on to practice. Qualifying, rather. So, we have our super soft options, so we'll take that. And, of course, super soft options. Unfortunately, no wide qualifying area anymore, but still. Oh, did it not keep that setting? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So that's worse. So therefore we need more understeer from this car. So go up 2 clicks. We know that's in the excellent window, so we'll go there. Okay, so that's you done. Duelitev, we know we didn't quite get to finish this, so let's go wild on the oversteer side of things, 25. Then 1 click up with the speed balance, and that should be a reasonable approximation of where we need to be. Okay, take qualifying. Because unfortunately this is now a practice session. Balcazar out first. We imagine Duelitev will be slower, so you're out now. Okay, Balcazar also on. Duelitev also on. And let's get this qualifying on the way. This is unlikely to be a great one for us, though we do have the plus 15 to Ultra Soft, so that's going to be giving us some advantage here, but we don't have a qualifying trim done there. Balcazar's massively overheated their tyres. Their brakes, rather. I think that's the brakes on the left side. Well, let's see. Obviously, Balcazar goes quickest. Duelitev is about 3 tenths down. Now 8 tenths, so we're a long way back. And ignore that. 1.6 off the pace. That's going to be worrying for getting us even in the top 10. Blank, Valdez. We outpaced Fisher. Okay, maybe we might hit top 6. Top 7, which obviously is target position. Nope, lost a couple there, so Lipidon, Gonzalez did get ahead of us. On the plus side, that's a 98 setup, and that is a 95. It's good. Do we ever get better than good here? We know it's got to be somewhere in the middle of them. So depressingly, you got to go do this again. Because we need to get this setup right. It's probably not even worth the attempt, but I'm going to put you out on the scrub tyres just for setup purposes, and then we'll have you go again. Balcazar, we will wait on. Yeah, there we go. Bring in. So we won't have wasted too much time doing this. And I think we will only have one more go at this, because I want to keep the tyre... Actually, how many tyres do we have? We have 6 sets. I don't need to worry about this. Okay, we'll go out and send you out. Okay, so how are you doing? 99. That's excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now we'll go and prepare to burn one of these. But we'll do that in a little bit. Honestly, I don't think we're going to get Dulcev too far up the... What the heck did you do? Oh, did I just not auto that? Should have just brought you in. How far are you going to be off the pace here? No, I'm just bringing you in. There's no point in finishing that lap. God darn it. Okay, out you go. So new softs, have a last go. Balcazar. Let's have a go as well. So we're ahead of a lot of runners, so this should hopefully give you a slight edge here. And heck, you might even get in someone's way, which will always be a bonus. Right, auto on, auto on. Just turning auto off the first time. Oh, Dulcev, what have you done, mate? No, it's... I have no idea what's just happening with this. Alright, fine. Apparently, though, Balcazar is lucked into double perfect. I don't know, was I turning that off in the middle of things? I don't really... I don't know. I don't know anymore. So, whilst he's a personal best, half a second down. Higway fastest sector 1. Okay, so we've got a Red Bull charging. 1 second off, and 1.5. So we did improve to 9th. And then I think we'll do it. Yeah, it does have a 10th off, but that was us burning the tyres too much, really, rather than anything he did. Still, a good start from here will get us into 7th, which is where we need to be. And probably do need to be, actually, considering the money situation. So Becca, in the first garage, is on pole. And I think we'll go straight into the race then. So we know this is going to be a fairly sunny one. And we know we are set up quite well for this. Race trim engine expert, because we might want to be on the soft tyres later. And super soft race trim for Dulcev. So, the strats. 37 laps, it reckons, and that probably means we're going to have to do a medium stint at some stage, but I think for now we'll go soft, put in 10 laps of fuel rather than what it's recommending there. Actually, we'll go 11, be on the secure side. Dulcev, how many laps can you last? You can last 8. 8 is not a good number for you. So maybe I just give up and go for the hard tyre now and just see how long you can last on it. So 17 laps, hard tyre, see what happens. Driver strat, attack, attack, and attack, attack to begin. Let us begin the race. So behind Dulcev we go, hoping to get a good start here. Overtake Gonzalez and hopefully Lipponen. Okay, so it's the usual thing. We have actually started quite well, and we are secured into 8th. Now it's about whether we can get past Lipponen. And, oh, how many other people are we going to get past here? That puts us into possibly 5th, possibly 4th. 5th seems like it. Who's that who's charged up? That's Muddy on the soft tyre. Balcazar charges past Becker into 4th, and in fact, round the outside of Bergman. Well, this is an ambitious start from Balcazar, isn't it? She's up into 1st. Okay. Let's go high, push overtake, and I guess we go push high from Dulcev here, who's still in 18th on the harder tyres. Alright, the speed up time. I don't imagine we're going to stay there for very long for some reason. Wexler already trying to conserve, and already Balcazar's under attack. Dulcev up to 17th now. Meanwhile, Sharp has just gone away from this race at the moment, and Balcazar is looking to overtake Wexler. Though, apparently not getting too far into that one. Alright, let's downgrade to high neutral and just try and conserve our tyres a little bit. Just increase our gap, make sure we stay there. Oh. That is unfortunate. Okay, action then. We're going to have to pit. And I think here we swap strategies and just load up for the high fuel strat. That is unfortunate. Thankfully, we're right outside the pit lane, and a safety car was called. Okay. Timing-wise, that might pay off for us, you know. Let's have low, low. Balcazar, low, low. Gonna ignore that because it actually kind of doesn't hurt your strategy at this stage. But now, will everybody else pit is the question here. We're in 17th place then. Stuck behind the safety car, but I'll let go so we can effectively catch up the field, do our thing, and it'll be interesting to see what the lead cars do here. Will they actually pit? They are pitting en masse, and I think that's going to give... Is that going to give Balcazar enough of an edge? Some of them haven't, actually, it has to be said. Okay, so timing and that did not work out for us in the slightest there. So Diltiv's up to 8th on the hard tyre there. Becker and Fisher and Lippinen are at the top. That is the real bad point of this. But, oh dear. Maybe I should have gone for this strategy we used in the Monaco-like and just gone for a aggressive super soft plan, but I don't know. Maybe that would have worked. Maybe it won't. Kind of wishing I tried it though. Also, bear with me half a moment. Phone flashing, but it was nothing. Okay. So here we come to the end of the safety car stint here, and let's then go attack, high, high here, I think, is the plan. And Balcazar immediately trying and immediately not getting anywhere. Now, we're not as good a car as the people around us, it has to be said. So we may have real struggles getting... Oh, wow, that was just immediately lunged at there. So Diltev is in 9th. And mostly we're just trying to get temperature in these tyres initially here. After that, we'll probably try and just conserve these out. So Balcazar in last place, it has to be said. Diltev's doing quite well in 8th, 9th. Kind of battling away there, has to... there comes... See, that's Sharp, who was with us earlier. And he's just getting embroiled in this right now. Diltev just holding up 2 other cars here. I mean, but yeah, Sharp has no way to get around us at the moment. Okay, good work, Diltev. Let's go to neutral high, and now that Balcazar is there, neutral high. So we have to kind of make these tyres last now if we can. Diltev still kind of blocking Sharp off, which I don't really think is helping our strategy all that much, but I'm amused, so I like it. So now this is going to get to interesting levels. In theory, Balcazar can go really deep into this strategy on those soft tyres. But I'm just looking at how far behind we actually are now from Fischer, Lippinen, and those are 2 cars we badly need to get in front of. Diltev looks like he could clear one of them, maybe both of them, if they were to pit early enough, but they need to actually do that. Oh, what have you done, Balcazar? What have you done? Oh, I don't even know. Alright, soft tyres here. 11 laps, I guess, is fine. Drive-through penalty for Balcazar. Alright, so remember when I said 4th was sewn up? It won't be if it finishes like this. Diltev now, we have to get really going with Diltev now. So we're going to put the overtake fuel on. We're going to go conservative. And now we need to go like the clappers here. Because we need to stick with Lippinen and especially with Fischer. I mean, we could have stayed on the mediums, I suppose, but I felt it was reasonable to just try and do something here. So what can we do with Balcazar other than... I don't even know what we can do with Balcazar here. Go aggressive Vuel strat at the moment. And just see how it goes. So Fischer is in the pits, now onto a set of a harder tyre, and is going to come out behind Dulatev. So that just shows where the advantage is currently. Okay, and drive-through penalty now, so low view while you're in there. High view on the way out, and we'll see how long you can last. So now it's all about Dulatev holding up Fischer and trying to just run your own strat a little bit here. So we can do another 5 laps. That puts Dulatev to 15. I don't think the tyres will last it, actually. So maybe we go overtake here and just do 3. So how tough is Lipponen going to be later on? Really don't know. I'm just looking at how far back Balcazar is right now. She's going to struggle to score any points here unless it starts raining, which doesn't look extremely likely. Okay. So there's have 2 laps to go. Let's just get a high just to make sure he makes it. But he's actually done quite well considering Fischer's on much fresher tyres here. Maybe he's not pushing as hard. Actually, he's pushing as hard as we are. So, okay. So this is Dulatev's pit lap then. Let's go in, and I think we might want to put on a set of softs here. But I don't know what our end-game strat is from this. I mean, if we look at this, we've got 21 laps to do after this. So maybe super soft. Try to blitz the super... Yeah, okay. If we try to blitz the super softs... Sorry, just making sure something. So actually, we might be able to go... Oh, there. Skype window just popped up at the exact wrong moment. Okay, can Dulatev actually make that... Dulatev can make that work. So we can go extreme, go in, go for 8 laps of fuel, a fast pit stop, and try to be aggressive on these soft tyres. Meanwhile, Balcazar has now probably got to back up here, because their tyres are just not lasting. So this is all about what Dulatev can actually gain out of this little bit of burst in medium tyres. And since he's now there, we go to low fuel. And then we will go push medium here, I think. And see how Dulatev can... Yeah, that's how far behind Balcazar is 2 crashes in. But Dulatev now should be the fastest person on track. Near enough, anyway. Balcazar can probably afford to go conserve here. Dulatev will probably push while we can, especially since you got traffic in front of you. Especially when we need to. Alright, let's go high here. High, just make sure we can get past. Seemed to lose something on the braking there, but we got it on the way out, and unfortunately now is going to be behind Clark Smith, who we are battling with here. Downside is, from Dulatev's perspective, is I think we're now at the point where we can't really push these too much more. So conserve push then for Dulatev. Balcazar still just going to have a lonely race here, so I guess we're just concentrating on Dulatev and really hoping that Fischer and Lipponen start falling off in a big way soon. Okay, that's Wexler behind on the new set of Super Softs. The good news is we have caught up to Lipponen and Fischer. We were, of course, on the fastest tyres, and we're not that far behind them anymore. We're only 12 seconds. This is actually up to 4th currently. Okay, where is Balcazar on track? So Balcazar is about to hit the last lap of a stint. In fact, she has. So let's go overtake, push, and pit. So we got one more stop to make because we can't make these last anymore. We can do 14 laps, so therefore we are going to go super soft here. 8 laps on the super softs and just see what happens. DLTF can actually go neutral here because I think he's got enough tyre wear in him to last another 3 laps. So we're going neutral here and just try to close up on Lipponen and Fischer. Okay, Balcazar's coming around the corner and into the pits, so low fueling. Oh, and that just sums up the day, I think. Alright. So overtake, push on the way out. So we're about to be lapped, is what's basically happening for Balcazar here. Lapped. Diletev, though, is doing extremely well. I think also we can probably afford to go push and to go up to high here. So high, neutral. We know we're going to burn the tyres a little bit here, but I think we can afford to do it. We managed to keep Wexler behind us, which is amazing enough, and we're only 4 seconds back on those medium runners here. So, Diletev crosses the line. Let's go for the pit stop. So, soft tyres till the end. 13 laps. And hope. And also, because this is our last lap, we do go push here. So double push. Let's close that gap to Fischer and Lipponen and just hope we're going to be on such better tyres at the end that they will fall away. We also do hope that Wexler, Valdez, Piguet, Clark, Smith and people do actually catch up. So otherwise that will kind of ruin things for us. Meanwhile, we can go back down to medium neutral here for Balcazar. He's at least lapping some cars, including a Red Bull, so we've not had the most disastrous of days, it has to be said. Okay, into the pits comes Diletev for what will hopefully be his last stop. So, overtake on the way out. We're in 10th place, behind Schmidt. And we have excess fuel, so we're going to burn some of it now. Try to catch up to Blanc, who we imagine is the pit. And then just try, actually, to close the gap down to Fischer Lipponen. Because I still think we can actually get to them on this strategy right now. Big question to be, how close is 25 seconds? And I don't think Fischer can make it. He just does not seem to be... Okay, Kazev. I don't think he can do it. Okay, Diletev not allowing any kind of anyone to slow him down right now. We're still charging. 55 seconds to the leader, which we're kind of giving up on. Becker has walked away with this race. Balcazar drops to 16th. This is a mass of blue flags, it has to be said. Good luck getting through there, Mr. Leader. Alright. So we're still showing excess fuel. Worryingly, though, I think we're going to have to go back to conserve now because I don't think Diletev can make these tyres last all that well here. He's now on point for fuel. Okay. .55. He's 22 seconds behind Lipponen. And we really did not need them to score well here. Balcazar goes back up. I don't think Balcazar's even got a hope of getting back into the points at this rate. Yeah, in fact, this is our attack lap, so we go double attack, pit. Last set of softs. 7 laps of fuel, and we're just going to go all out with it. Got nothing much to lose from there, so good news is Fisher is now... Oh, Fisher has pitted, got onto soft tyres, and is probably now definitely going to score enough points to be a problem for us. So yeah, we win a race. Big situational. And that's what happens. Okay, Balcazar, go out on the attack. Just see what we can do. I don't imagine it's much. Duletev. Is through there. Becker's in the pits. Oh, don't let them score double. That's going to give them 36 on 18 plus 15. Yeah, that's going to give them 33 championship points to our potential 3 from Duletev. I mean, we pulled the gap out by about 26 points last race. And just immediately it's closed down, and suddenly we have to worry about that. I really don't think Duletev's going to stay in front of Valdez. And yeah, I know you're churning through tyres, but also I don't really see the point in not churning through your tyres. You're in 16th and have nothing to lose. Duletev potentially does have a race to finish, which is why I'm trying to eke these tyres out a little bit here. Up into 7th, so we hit target position if we can stay there. We have excess fuel, so let's burn some of it and try and just keep us away from Valdez and towards Clark Smith, who might fall back into our clutches in a little bit. Balcazar up to 14th through the pit stops, I would imagine. Lipponen and Fisher are 2 and 3, and I don't see that changing. Lipponen may have to pit though, but I don't think he will now. I think he'll fall back. That might be the one plus point here. If Lipponen falls back into everybody's clutches, they might lose points on that basis. But we badly need them to lose points now. Oh, now we got gear shift problems. Goodness is we've overtaken Valdez in the pit. Oh, Clark Smith has overtaken, so yeah. We didn't overtake that for that, and yeah, the fuel is piling up. Go for high. Alright, Duletev in 6th place is quite a good position for him, so let's just see. I mean, Valdez is on better tyres, but it's not really been pressuring us too much. So I think he's getting to the worn tyre stage as well, and it will hit him more. Lipponen did pit and he's down to 5th, so at the very least they haven't got the ridiculous numbers of points, but yeah, they had this in buckets and spades. There was no chance of Duletev catching up. Balcazar could have been up there had it not been for 2 incidents that arguably she caused. But Duletev, this is a great performance from him in all honesty. Checkered flag, last lap. We got some excess fuel. Let's burn some of it. Just try and keep that gap because we could still lose 6th, and I would prefer to keep all the points we can grab here. Okay, tyre wear is now becoming a thing. We've hit the fuel point. Shouldn't matter here. Sharp is going to come and have his lunges right at the end, but Duletev finishes 6th. Very nice race. And Becker, presumably out of fuel, ends there. Okay, let's hope let's hope Lipponen actually broke the rules here. Please say broke the rules. No, just Balcazar's yeah, 2 penalties received. Bergman also got 2 penalties. That was not a good race for us. How close is the gap now? 41. It's still a sizable gap, but it was much better than that. It was insurmountable. 3 races to go. 41 points. Another race like that, and yeah. Aw, you're very kind. Very, very kind. But I'm going to say until next time, where I try to think about how we're going to recover from that mess. I really want this 4th place now. If it gets stolen from me at the end, I'm going to be so unhappy. Morale is still good though, and in fact, relationship with Jenkins has improved reasonably well. Getting 42,000 because we hit one of the 2 targets. And we shall see how things go. So, until the next time.